this as well. All right. By the way, let me know where y'all at. I can shout y'all cities out. You know I'm in New Jersey, but when niggas don't know Jersey, we claim New York. So kind of fake, but whatever. Oh shit. Mental health update. I'm doing good, people. I am doing good. Things happen. Still, I'm a little having. I don't bring a lot of. I'm so fortunate. I don't. Some of the stuff that I would be upset about or whatever. It's like rich nigga problems. It's really privileged problems, and it's like it's almost like I feel like a snob even talking about those. It's high class, super business shit. Whether it happens or not, it doesn't affect anything. Podcast still coming. Don't worry about that. I'm trying to lock down a date on the announcement and also a date on the launch date. You guys will get that first. Don't worry about that. That's coming quite soon. I'm pushing the ball on that, and the people I'm with, they're pushing the ball on that too. Anyway, Amsterdam in the building. LA. Yo, how's LA now, man? I told you I was in Miami. And, man, I enjoyed Miami. I can't even lie to y'all. I enjoy Miami. Enjoy Texas. I gave you guys some stories about it before. But, yeah, I pretty much told y'all all that's needed to know. I will tell y'all this, though. I live in suburbia New Jersey, just to put it quite open, right? On the East Coast, especially during this pandemic and just on the East Coast, period, you see a lot of blue-collared workers and white-collared workers, whether they're working on Wall Street or they're doing construction jobs. And I will tell you this, that the disparity of wealth, usually you don't see the really wealthy people. To be honest, if you make $200,000 on the East Coast and you're in random places, I'm going to just say random places, you're probably doing really good, right? Now, I'm not talking about the whole California, but every time I've gone to LA, going around Beverly Hills, I'm in, West Hollywood. I'm usually just in the like LA area. To be honest, a nigga who's making 200,000 look like he might be driving a Honda. Because when you go, like, just to put it in perspective, where I'm from, I remember when I got a G-Wagon. I was like, I got a G-Wagon. Not only did I really like it, it was my dream car. I got that in 2016, by the way. I was the only nigga with one. I was driving around listening to Meek. That's how me and Meek were beefing. I'm listening to Meek. I'm like, oh shit. Like I still ain't even tip my G-Wagon yet because I remember Meek had a lyric. He was like, yo, why tip it when I'm the only one with it? I'm like, oh shit, that's facts. I'm the only one with it around my area. Now, if you ever go to like Beverly Hills, I'm gonna give you some life just experience. If you ever go to like Beverly Hills in like LA, everybody has a G-Wagon. G-Wagon's a Honda out there. Rodeo Drive, you see G-Wagon after G-Wagon. It's nothing. Okay? So I'm just giving you how different places look at wealth. Now, I'm going to give you another thing. So I'm not a big strip club guy. Not really a big club guy, period. Because I've told my team, and I don't know if they're too much of club guys, but sometimes we want to go out. For me to go out properly and go out how I like to go out and be out, if I'm going to just properly have fun, I need to move a certain way. Fortunately, it comes with a price being controversial, having beefs, but it's okay. I live in a castle, and I live with a bunch of really expensive things. It's cool. Not complaining. But you got to move right. So if I'm going out to the club, get the security guards, get the car service, get this, get that, if we gonna really live it up. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. In rural New Jersey, or suburban New Jersey, and even New York, the most expensive time I had at a club, I think it was for my brother's birthday after I did was it the Hypebeast video? It might have been the Hypebeast video. Was it Hypebeast? It probably was Hypebeast. And I'm going to be honest with you, and hopefully this whole story comes together. I'm talking about wealth, but I'm not shitting on or stunting at all. I'm just showing y'all, listen, life is about perspective. In certain situations, you feel rich as fuck. And in certain situations, you feel broke as fuck. I'm going to tell you how. So cool. Remember, The only nigga around where I was at with a G-Wagon. I'm like, oh, it's lit. Go to LA, everybody got G-Wagon. It's nothing. Okay. Club experience, I didn't really club that much, but fine, whatever. My brother's birthday come up, I said, all right, cool. Rally the troops, get all the security we need, get all the fucking car service we need. We going out. Let's, whatever. I think we had went to the club. That night, little TJ was in there. Smoke Perp was somewhere. I didn't see him. They claimed Little Baby came. I don't know. Anyway, I was fucking surrounded with security. Moving right. But the tab at the end of the night for everything I did came up to like $13,000. And I'm not going to lie. Because I don't do the on the scene type shit a lot, that was a lot of money. I was like, the fuck? But you know what I said? I chalked it up. It's your brother's birthday. By the way, I had Silky and them came out. I don't know if you know, he's another streamer. Came out. I brought mad bottles. Nigga, they were bringing us regular, well, this is Bacardi. They were bringing us regular like Douce bottles and shit like that. I was lit, but not lit enough that those numbers on the check and the bill was blurry. I saw them shits clear. I said, what the fuck? That small bottle of Douce cost $700? That shit don't even cost $70 in the club. They are taxing. Follow my story. I'm showing you life is perspectives. Anyway, I paid it. I don't regret paying it. My brother had so much fun. Everybody had fun. It was after a music video, which everybody, a lot of people was filling in impromptu roles and helping out. That was a cost not only of doing business, but if you gonna be the boss at times, you gotta make the team happy. I'm cool with it. But still, you know what I said to myself? $12,000 for a fucking night? Keep in mind, we weren't in the club for more than 2.5 hours. Remember that. 2.5 hours, $12,000. Shraggy? Now again, I'm coming from, despite my chokehold on this music industry, I don't go around these music niggas. I still go to the grocery store. Like, I am cool. Like, where I'm at, I am cool. Like, I don't need, like, people might know me or might not know me. Like, if I lived in New York, I would imagine way more people know me. It would be a little bit more difficult. Where I'm at, cool. Okay. So let's put in perspective. Remember I gave you the LA example? Let's bring that example to Miami. So I went to Miami. I'm like, I bet. Like, it's about time niggas know the academics in the building. You know what I mean? Big academics is in here. Like, yo, I'm going to let these niggas know why academics help run the fucking culture. Now, went out. There's a whole bunch of stuff going around. So, like, I told you some other stuff going on. But there was some people who came to, like, work with, really wasn't me. It was, like, 6ix9ine. And I was kicking it with him. And they were like, yo, when you're done, pull up to this club in Miami. We got, like, a section for y'all. Okay. I'm like, all right, bet. That's what I'm talking about. Now, keep in mind, and by the way, I brought 20-something, the time I spent $12,000, I brought 20-something people in the club. I think it was like maybe 4 girls and like 17 niggas. I'm sorry I got to move like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who knows what's in there? I'm sorry. But that's the main, like, I didn't have those people if shit went on. I had security if that shit went on. But I had people who I loved that I wanted to have fun with me. So I'm in Miami now. I'm like, bet. So we're going out to this club. 6ix9ine's not coming. He's staying home. Which I'm looking at him like, you're a pussy. But okay. Even though he's not pussy. But I'm like, yo, why you ain't coming? Anyway, I think he was staying with his girl. His girl, like, his girl has a kid. He was staying with her. You know what I mean? He's one of them. That nigga's turned to a lover boy. Like, that nigga loves his girl. I'm going to be honest with you. Love his girl. So I'm like, yeah, I ain't in Miami for this long, so you stay with your girl, homie. I'm going to the clubs. They had a section that was supposed to be for him, me, and the other people involved. We get there. It's a decent section. Okay, cool, blah, blah, blah. This shit's like right by the river. They got yachts pulling up. all type of shit, all type of Miami shit going on. I'm just there like, cool. The section's okay. We have like a dedicated guy with a suit and tuxedo like in the fucking club pouring us shit. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. And then afterwards, and I'm going to speed the story up because I don't think it was as lit as people thought it was going to be. So they were like, yo, let's go to Live, like Club Live. I've never been to Club Live. I'm like, Club Live? I heard Lil Wayne shout it. I've never been there. What the fuck? This is going to be amazing. Let's go. And then I realized I'm smart. They came back to me and they said, they said, Ak, these are the people already at Club Live. It's like 5 rappers. I was cool with like 3 of them. Now I looked around and I'm like, well, 6ix9ine security ain't here because he ain't here. I ain't got no security because I came on the behalf of him and I showed up to the club with his homies and I'm like, they ain't about to do shit. Anyway, long story short, I did not go to Club Live. Which I found out later, the dude who was sponsoring all this, because all this got to be paid for. This ain't like, oh, Akademiks here, so it's free. So the other dudes, they went, they had a great time. They said, whatever, cool. They said Karuchi was there or some shit. I don't care about that. Anyway, Karuchi, Tiana Taylor, Iman Shumpert, Busta Rhymes, Gucci Man, and a few other people. I forgot who. Anyway, the point of the story wasn't about who was there or what it was. And again, I can move around. Again, in life, when you talk that shit, when you rap that rap, if you rap it like a gangster, you better move with security or move with gangsters. That's how it goes. If you're a media personality, you're going to talk that shit, you're going to either have to pay for some shit or you better be ready to shoot it out like you Tax Stone. I'm going to be honest with you. That's how it is. And no disrespect to Tax Stone at all. I find out the tabs of the night, which I partook in probably only an hour of it. And it put in perspective because there was a dude who was really trying to impress. I don't want to say he was impressing me, but kind of he was. He wanted to make a good impression on me, and if possibly 6ix9ine showed up. But this guy was supposedly the son of a billionaire. Remember, that club shit I went to that I paid for was like $12,000, New York City. This shit in Miami with that fucking guy in the tuxedo serving drinks. Guess how much that came to, Chad? Remember, we were there for an hour. Then they said, let's go to Live. How much I think that came to? Chat, that was $35,000. Maybe I'm cheap, but $35,000 for that? Literally all they did a whole little, oh, we got bottles here. And they had like 2 dudes or a dude and a girl, like they're like, hey, y'all want shots? We'll make y'all drinks, whatever. And that's it. And they had the bottles. The liquor really, if we had to buy all that liquor, that's some 1942, some champagne. Maybe like $500, $600. I'm a businessman. So instantly I was like, these niggas spent in reality less than $1,000 on liquor and then literally gained a profit for service and whatever they were going to upcharge, $34,000. $35,000, people. I was there for an hour. Thank God I didn't pay the bill. I would have passed out. No way. When they sent me when they gave me the bill of like 12, I was, ask Silky and them. I left them niggas there. I just started calculating shit in my head. I'm like, it's 12,000 already. Niggas just got here. They trying to get more lit. Because like when you've been at a club, I bet y'all drank the bottles, but you invited more niggas and they get there late. And the niggas get there late like, wait, the bottles are done? So they're looking at you like, nigga, run up another service. So I did for one round, then I see more niggas coming. I'm like, What? Then I'm thinking about the drivers who are outside and the security niggas. They're all looking at their watch like, we finna eat tonight. I'm like, let's go. Let's fucking go. That. Okay. So $35,000 for that spot. I guess the people we're with, which was 6ix9ine homies and some other people who are affiliated or know them, right? Because that's how I met those people. I guess they told the dudes that, yo, Act gonna leave like tomorrow, the day after. This gotta be lit for him. The dude called into a promoter at Live. So remember, the first club is not Live. This is not Live. This is Miami. This is not Live. They call into Live and they say, yo, we need an emergency table. We like, and I ain't gonna lie, the dude got money. But that's what I'm saying. It's all about perspective. Because I be thinking I got money. But the $12,000 had me itching. That nigga paid $35,000 for us being there in an hour, and that wasn't enough for him. He called in to Live, and they say, yeah, come get this table. Now, when that happened, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going home. I went home. They went to the club because it was already paid for. How much I think, by the way, they were at Live probably for an hour and a half. How much I think Club Live came to? They had a section. Apparently, they had a section next to, who was? Oh, because they told me. They said they had a section right next to Tiana Taylor and, Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert. Chat, like almost $50,000. Chat, let me tell you this. 50 plus 35, I am sorry. I'm priced out. 85 fucking thousand for a night? I'm good. I am good. I'm good. By the way, this one dude handled all that. I looked at him and I'm like, wow. Now, here's the thing too about perspective. When you hear those prices, 85,000 for a night, you're thinking, oh my God, this gotta be a celebrity. Bro, this guy, if I said his name and showed his picture, you would never know him. I don't want to give too much about him because I was asking, like, who the fuck is this nigga? His family owns some company that makes a lot of shit that y'all use every day. And I'm like, what the fuck? But that was my story about the disparity of wealth. And I looked at Miami as I saw everything happening there. In the few places I went, I said, wow, this is almost a competition among niggas in a different league because I can't compete with these niggas. Nigga, I lose $5,000 on gambling or betting on like a sports team for the playoffs. I am hurt. These niggas is just spending that shit just because on a night in a club because they want to have fun and be on the scene. Those niggas, I'm going to salute to them because I can't compete. Anyway, that is the other side of my Miami story. I like Miami. I do like how it's going, but I'm going to keep updating you as I go back and forth. I think I'm going to go Miami again. I might go for the TikTok fight, or I might go for what else? So the Triller TikTok versus YouTube fight, and Rolling Loud is there. Rolling Loud, I'm gonna have to get like straight up killers with me. That any rapper pull up with any type of shit, I'm like, shoot him right there, shoot him. No, him, shoot him. Somewhere, shoot him. Fuck it. Either that or I'm not going. But anyway, it was interesting to be on that particular scene in Miami. By the way, if some of y'all have experienced Miami, I'm not saying that's the whole Miami. The part of Miami I was kind of with is like, if you want to be on the scene and want to be with the lit people, you get me? It's all about money is extra disposable, and what you might think is money where you're from, even if you think you got money, like I think I got some bread, but shit, $12,000, I was like, niggas spent a smooth 85, and it was like, what's the problem? You know what I mean? So, perspective. Anyway, before I go further, and by the way, thank y'all for